Well, the UK Labor government has announced plans to allow 16 and 17-year-olds to vote in general elections. Nothing screams you're a dud of a party than wanting to lower the voting age just to get votes.
I think it's really important that 16 and 17-year-olds have the vote because they're old enough to go out to work, they're old enough to pay taxes, so to pay in. And I think if you pay in, you should have the opportunity to say what you want your money spent on.
Where you want your money spent on? How much money does Keir Starmer think 16 and 17-year-olds earn? I don't know about you, but when I was working at the $2 shop when I was 16, I was blowing my basic casual rate each week on food, movies, clothes and having fun. An emphasis there on having fun. Which brings me to the main point. 16-year-olds don't have the life experience, understanding of issues in the country and knowledge of the political system. And why would they? You're trying to navigate your final exams, and the biggest issue you have to navigate is friendship groups and school crushes. Now, obviously, that's not the case for every teen, but you get the point. But just by giving them a vote doesn't mean that they're going to go and try and understand how politics works. I mean, this is simply a way for left-wing governments to rig the system and grab votes by getting more left-wing voters in. Young people typically don't turn out like parties hope in elections as it is, and we certainly don't need a whole new class of left-wing activists. So I'm sure it won't surprise you to hear that right on cue, the Greens here in Australia want the exact same. Senator Jordan Steele-John tweeted, "Great to see the UK lowering the voting age to 16. The Greens reckon it's time for Australia to give 16 and 17-year-olds the right to vote. I first introduced a private senator's bill to lower the voting age to 16 back in 2018. Young people deserve to have a say over their future at the ballot box. Let's get this done." And well, look, of course the Greens would love to get young lefties in. And let's not forget some of the biggest political movements by teenagers around the world, like the student strikes for climate action.
I just don't know if they're going to do anything. And I'm so concerned with the fact that if they're not going to change anything, then what's going to happen to humankind? What's going to happen to the whole world if no one does anything?
Yeah, and they're all being encouraged by this other teenager.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
Oh, God help us. Please, let kids be kids.